Good morning, students. So yesterday we discussed some important topic regarding Kp values. Okay. So in that last equation we have, so given equation is PCl5 is reversible PCl3 plus Cl2 gas. Am I right? This is a gases, and is it homogeneous or not? Homogeneous equilibrium reaction clearly, and it is reversible where rate of forward is equals to rate of backward, and it is a homogeneous equilibrium. Homogeneous equilibrium reaction. Why? Because reactants and products are in the same physical state. So for this, what is expression of Kp? Kp equals partial pressure of Cl3 into partial pressure of Cl2 and partial pressure of PCl5. This is the expression of Kp for the given equation, and we consider this Q also having nearly same expression in terms of partial pressure. Okay, is it clear? So finally the last expression Kp, yesterday we discussed regarding this, is x square into P total pressure. Pt means total pressure of the mixer. X square means concentration of products, partial pressure of products, and A square minus x square, that is equals to Q. Am I right? Initial moles of reactants, and these are the partial pressures of products and total pressure of the mixer. Is it clear? Okay. So this is important formula, and here the first case is regarding this. The first case, so the given equation PCl5 is reversible PCl3 plus Cl2. Am I right? So it is one of PCl5, it is one of PCl3, one of Cl2. Am I right, ma'am? So now how many moles are present at 1 mole? Here 1 mole and 1 mole. Totally 2 moles at product side and 1 mole at reactant side. Is it clear? So now delta n, that means change in number of moles. So it is the gases equation, so represent as G. Delta Ng means change in moles. Number of moles of products, 1 plus 1 how much? 2. Number of moles of reactant side, 1. That is equals 2 minus 1 how much? 1. Is it clearly positive? Clearly positive. Is it clear? Now which side, that is in reactant side or product side, in which side we have more number of moles? So in the left hand side we have only 1 mole, in the right hand side we have 2 moles. Remember this. So low moles at reactant side, high moles at product side. Remember this. So in the first case, what we are going to do here, in that first case, increase the pressure at equilibrium system. Equilibrium system. Then Q greater than Kp and the reaction favor to moves in backward direction. Which direction? Backward direction. Am I right? Backward direction means in which direction? Reverse reaction, reversible reaction or reverse direction. Reverse direction. That is backward direction or reverse direction. So where Q greater than Kp, if increase the pressure at equilibrium system, now this is the equilibrium system. Now we add some pressure at this equilibrium, then what happened, ma? Okay. So not at reactant side, not at product side. So in the equilibrium, suppose it is the container, we add some external pressure or extra pressure at this system, then the direction of the reaction, in which direction we have. That means the prediction of the reaction. Remember this term, prediction means it represents the direction of the reaction. That means either it is forward or backward. In the question sometimes they given, so predict the direction of the reaction. That means in which direction the reaction proceeds. Is it clear, ma'am? So now we have a particular equilibrium system here. It is a homogeneous. Okay. Now we add some pressure, that means increase the pressure at equilibrium system. Then what happened here? Okay. So what happened here? So in this case Q greater than Kp. Q means reaction quotient. Reaction quotient. So except equilibrium. Except equilibrium, where Kp means equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressures. Remember this. In terms of partial pressure, not include molar concentration. Remember this. So then the reaction favors to move in backward direction or reversible reaction or reverse direction. Okay. So once see the equation, how it is happened here. Kp is equals x square into P total pressure is A square minus x square, that is equals reaction quotient Q. So remember this, a very important point. So Kp means it is the equilibrium constant at partial pressure, in terms of partial pressure. So that means it is a constant, you know. That's why Kp is always fixed. So whatever the changes are happened here, okay, in these terms, Kp becomes fixed, there is no change. But where the changes are happened here, in Q, that means Q is reaction quotient, we call it is. It is reaction quotient, simply denotes Q. It is always variable. That means not fixed. Is it clear, ma? So in the first case what happened? Increase the pressure at equilibrium system. That means P total pressure is increased or not? If P is directly proportional here, Pt is directly proportional Q or not? If increase the total pressure, what happened? Value of Q is increases or not? Clearly. Value of Q is increase or not? Increase. So then what happened Kp? Is it less? That means Q is, it is fixed value. Suppose this one is 10, this one is 10. Suddenly value of Q is increases. That means Q greater than Kp. Q greater than Kp. So then what is the direction or prediction of direction means? This is the equilibrium reaction. The reaction starts at this point A. The reaction starts at this point B. Am I right? Now these are considered as reactants and this one is considered as products. Am I right? Now this is the equilibrium point. The constant at equilibrium is here Kp. Why it is Kp? The reaction in terms of partial pressure, you know. This expression in terms of partial pressure. That's why it is Kp, no? So suppose it is Kc, I would like to take here Kc. So here it is Kp, that means equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure. So now according to this, where Q is greater than P, so now this is Kp. So Q value is more than Kp, that means the point may be here. The value of Q is at this point. Okay. Now this condition is stable condition, you know already. So many times we discussed regarding this stability concept. Okay. This is exorbent equilibrium condition. Now, but the point is at Q. Okay. So this is at this point it is not stable. Now try to get this stable. This value of Q or Q moves towards to Kp. So in which direction it is moves? In the backward direction. It is forward and this one is backward reaction. Is it clear, ma? So the direction, the prediction of the direction is clearly backward. Okay. Am I right? So which reaction now it is? Backward direction or reversible direction or backward direction. In backward direction. Okay. Is it clear, ma? All of you? If increase the pressure at equilibrium system, okay, then what is the direction or reaction? Is it clearly backward? And what about the relation between Q and Kp? Q is greater than Kp. Is it okay? Is it clear, all of you? Very good. The first case we increase the pressure and clearly you observe one thing here. That means the reaction is backward. Regarding to moles, what we have to say regarding to this expression, here this is the reaction, you know. That means PCl5 is reversible to PCl3 plus Cl2. Is it clear, ma? So pressure is high. Pressure is high at this equilibrium. Pressure is high at equilibrium. Then what happened, ma? In this case, where Q is greater than Kp, that means the reaction is backward. Backward means PCl3 Cl2 combines, it gives PCl5. Backward means PCl3 and Cl2 combines, it gives PCl5. Am I right? So that means the direction of the reaction is backward. That means how many moles are present here? One more, and here 1 plus 1. Am I right? Now total moles at this side is 2 moles, you know. 1 plus 1. At here it is 1 mole only. 1 mole. Am I right? This is the mole. 1 mole. Okay. These two are 2 moles. 2 moles. Is it clear? So when pressure is high, the reaction tends to move less number of moles. Am I right? Is it clear? This is point or not? When pressure is high at equilibrium, what happened? The reaction moves towards less number of moles side. The backward direction, in this direction. So is it backward direction? Backward direction means with respect to moles, what we have to say? So when pressure is high, Q greater than Kp, that means it is backward reaction. With respect to moles, have to say the reaction moves to high number of moles side to less number of moles side, am I right? So from this point what we have to conclude here? So pressure is high at equilibrium, then the chemical equilibrium tends to move towards less number of moles side. Is it clear? So note down that point. So now what is the important point is here, if pressure is high at equilibrium system, then equilibrium position shifts towards less number of moles side. Less number of moles side. Remember this. If pressure is high at equilibrium system, the equilibrium position shifts towards less number of moles side. Is it clear? For example, H2 plus N2 is reversible. This gives rise to NH3. Am I right? So this is twice and this is thrice of. Okay. So now this is forward direction. This is backward direction. Am I right? Backward, forward. Now how many moles are present at reactant side? Totally 4 moles. Am I right? How many moles are present here? It is 2 moles. Is it clear? Suppose pressure is high at this equilibrium. Pressure is high at this equilibrium. Then what is the direction of the reaction? When pressure is high, then what happened? The reaction moves towards less number of mole side. Am I right? Less number of mole side. In which side we have less number of moles in the given equation? So in this direction, am I right? Here less number of moles. Am I right? Less number of moles. That means what is the direction of the reaction here? Forward reaction. Am I right? So is it therefore forward reaction takes place. Forward reaction takes place. That means 3H2 plus N2 gives rise to 2NH3. Am I right? Forward reaction only. Forward reaction. At pressure is high. Okay, is it clear, ma? And see one more example in this only. If pressure is low, at low pressure, in the above equation, in the above reaction, then what is the direction? So pressure is low means, then what happened? The reaction, that means equilibrium reaction, moves towards more number of moles side. Am I right? If equilibrium reaction, this one, then what happened? If increase the pressure at equilibrium, decrease the pressure at equilibrium reaction, then what happened? That equilibrium position shift towards to more number of mole side. More number of mole side. More number of mole side means in which direction? These are less number. This one is more number. That means backward or not? Backward direction. So less number to more number of mole side, the reaction try to move. Okay, so that means, is it clearly, therefore backward direction takes place. Backward direction takes place. So that means in which direction? NH3 gives H2 plus N2. Is it clear? Backward direction. NH3 gives 3H2 plus 1 of N2. Backward reaction. Where pressure is, what about pressure here? At low pressure, the reaction moves more number of mole side. More number of mole side. Is it clear, ma? Simply at equilibrium pressure is high, then the equilibrium position shift towards to less number of moles side. If pressure is low, then the equilibrium position shift towards to more number of mole side. Is it clear in the both expression? For example, SO2 plus O2 is reversible SO3. So how many moles are present? This is forward reaction, this is backward. How many moles are present here? 2 plus 1, 3 moles. How many moles here we have? 2 moles, am I right? Is it clear? So at high pressure, what happened? In this reaction at high pressure, the reaction moves less number of mole side, less number of mole side. Where the less number moles here? In this direction, 3 to 2 moles, am I right? That means the reaction is 2SO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2SO3, am I right? That means in which direction the reaction moves? It is clearly forward. Am I right? So at low pressure what happened? At low pressure, so at low pressure means reaction moves to more number of mole side. More number of mole side means, so in this side we have more number, so less number moles here we have. The reaction moves towards to more number of moles means, that means 2SO3 gives rise to 2SO2 plus O2. That means which reaction it is? Backward. Backward. Is it clear, all of you? Simply, at equilibrium, pressure is high, then the reaction moves towards to less number of moles. If pressure is low, then the equilibrium moves towards high number of mole side. That's enough. Okay? And the next important concept, degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation. Dissociation means if any compound undergoes decomposition, in how much quantity of moles are undergoes dissociation. That means how many moles are decreases in the given compound. Okay, dissociation. Remember this. Degree of dissociation denotes mostly with alpha. That's your choice, like X or Y, whatever it. So generally we represents with alpha degree of dissociation. Remember this. So what is meant by degree of dissociation? Suppose we have 1 mole. Okay, how many moles are undergoes dissociation? Okay, that means number of moles undergoes dissociation out of 1 mole is called degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation denotes with alpha. Suppose we have 1 mole of compound. Okay, we have 1 mole of compound. In that, how many moles are undergoes dissociation? That means number of moles are decreases or not? Am I right? That how many moles are decreased out of 1 mole? That phenomena is called as degree of dissociation. How much quantity the degree of dissociation takes place? How much extent of degree of ionization takes place? Am I right? So here degree of dissociation means, suppose we have 1 mole of compound. In that, how many moles are undergoes dissociation? That is called as degree of dissociation. For example, for your understanding, for example, degree of dissociation alpha is equals 0.3. 0.3. So that means alpha is equals 0.3 for 1 mole. For 1 mole. Degree of alpha equals 0.3 for 1 mole. That means degree of dissociation for 1 mole how much? 3. Am I right? So how many moles? Alpha equals 0.3 means 0.3 moles. 0.3 moles undergoes dissociation out of 1 mole. We have 1 mole. In that, how many moles are undergoes dissociation? 0.3 moles. Then what is the degree of dissociation? Alpha is equals 0.3. Is it clear? We have 1 mole. How many moles are undergoes dissociation? Is taken as degree of dissociation, that is equals 0.3. Okay. And one more example. Degree of dissociation alpha is equals 0.4 for 1 mole. For 1 mole, that means what happened? 0.4 moles undergoes dissociation out of 1 mole. Am I right? So that is the term we use, degree of dissociation alpha. So degree of dissociation alpha means, suppose it is 0.4 means the number of moles, that means 0. moles undergoes dissociation out of 1 mole. We have 1 mole, how many moles are undergoes dissociation? 0.4. So that 0.4 is called as degree of dissociation. Is it clear, all of you? This is called degree of dissociation. Now I would like to explain with example. Okay, the given chemical equilibrium reaction is PCl5 is reversible PCl3 gas plus Cl2 gas. Is it clear? We have Kc and Kp. The given volume is taken as V liters. Okay. Initial concentration of PCl5 is A moles given A moles, and temperature T, at temperature T, and total pressure is taken as suppose PT, then write Kc and Kp expression and relation between Kp and total pressure Pt. Okay, and degree of dissociation, suppose x, or maybe alpha. Degree of dissociation for the given reaction, how much? X or alpha. Okay. Now what is the Kc expression and what is the Kp expression for the given equilibrium reaction, and what is the relation between Kp and total pressure of the system? So here we have these three questions we need to calculate. So in that, Kc expression for the given equation. Kc expression. So for that equation, what is expression for Kc? Molar concentration of PCl3, molar concentration of Cl2 by molar concentration of PCl5. Am I right? Suppose this is 1. And what about Kp, ma? Kp means partial pressure, where C means molar concentration, remember this, or active mass. And partial pressure of PCl3, just change the brackets. Partial pressure of Cl2, partial pressure of PCl5. Am I right? This is Kp expression. Okay. So let's take the example for Kc expression, that is PCl5 is reversible Kc and PCl3 plus Cl2. Is it clear, ma, all of you? So initially T is equals 0 second. Initial moles, how many moles is given? Here it is 1, 1, 1. How many moles are given initially? That means concentration of PCl5, A. Is it clear? These are the reactant. So initially, is there any moles or any concentration of the products? No. That's why it is taken as 0. Okay. So at equilibrium, degree of dissociation, remember this, here we consider degree of dissociation. Okay. Suppose, how many moles here we have? 1. For 1 mole, degree of dissociation is taken as X. For A moles, how many moles we have initially? A moles. For 1 moles here, it is suppose X, degree of dissociation. For 1 mole, degree of dissociation X. Okay. For A moles, according to given question, for A moles, what is the degree of dissociation? 1 moles X. For A moles it becomes AX, A into X. Am I right? Remember this. So very important. So in this expression, suppose for 1 mole, the degree of dissociation is taken as X. But how many moles here we have? A moles. For 1 mole X, for A moles, how many degree of dissociation we have? AX moles. Is it clear? According to this expression, here we have 1 mole. For 1 mole, degree of dissociation taken as X, that is alpha equals to how much? X. But here we have A moles at initially. For A moles, what is the degree of dissociation? A into X. Simple. For one mango, it cost is 2 rupees. For 10 mangoes, how much? 20 rupees. Is it clear? So now, how many moles undergoes dissociation for the concept of degree of dissociation at equilibrium? Ax moles. So now the remaining moles out of Ax moles undergoes dissociation. That means they converted as product. Am I right? The remaining moles are at equilibrium means total moles A. How many moles undergoes dissociation? Ax moles now. How many moles? Ax moles, degree of dissociation here. For 1 moles, X moles. For A moles, how much? Ax moles. So the remaining moles at equilibrium, total moles minus the moles which are undergoes dissociation. How many moles are undergoes dissociation? Ax moles. So the remaining moles, total moles and degree of dissociation, Ax. So now these are the remaining moles at equilibrium. So at equilibrium, degree of dissociation A minus Ax. Now how many moles are undergoes dissociation? Ax. That means how many moles are increased at product side? Here we have 1 into Ax. Here we have 1 into Ax. Is it clear, ma? You should consider these moles also. Suppose here 2 into Ax. Suppose here it is 3 into Ax. Here how many moles are decreases towards products? Ax moles, you know. How many moles? Ax moles. Okay. Now that moles are converted as product or not? Converted. That means here how many moles we have? 1 moles. Now 1 into this Ax becomes Ax. 1 into Ax. Suppose here it is 2 into Ax. Suppose it is 2 into X. Remember this. You have to multiply with stoichiometric coefficients with the degree of dissociation. Is it clear? So simply we have A moles. How many moles undergoes dissociation? Ax moles for A moles. So now total moles at equilibrium now A minus X. So at product, how many moles are converted? Ax moles. Here we have 1 moles. 1 into X, X. Is it clear? Now what is the given volume? V. So we need to write Kc expression and also we need molar concentrations. Am I right? So you know concentration C is equals to how much? Number of moles by volume. Am I right? So now these are moles, number of moles at equilibrium, am I right? Number of moles at equilibrium. So what is the given volume? V, am I right? So for getting concentration, now concentrations at equilibrium, now number of moles divides with given volume V. So now what is the concentration of PCl5 at equilibrium? A minus Ax, number of moles A minus Ax by what is the given volume? V in the question. Now concentration of PCl3, number of moles at equilibrium by given volume. So here number of moles V. These are all concentration terms. Moles divides with volume, then it becomes concentrations at equilibrium. Now we get what is the molar concentration of PCl5? A minus Ax by V. What about molar concentration of PCl3? Ax by V. What is the molar concentration of Cl2? Ax by V. Is it clear, all of you? Now we get these terms already. Okay. So now write Kc for this one. Kc is equals to molar concentration of PCl3. Molar concentration of PCl3. How much it is? Ax by V. Ax by V. Into what is the molar concentration of Cl2? Molar concentration of Cl2 Ax by V. Ax by V divides molar concentration of PCl5 how much? Molar concentration of PCl5 is A minus Ax by V. A minus Ax by V. Is it clear, all of you? So from this one Ax into Ax V into, is it undergoes reciprocal? V by A minus Ax. Am I right? From this one Ax into Ax V V by, take the common A, take the common A into 1 minus x, am I right? Take the common A here, the remaining one is 1 minus x, and cancel this A and this A, is it clear? Then what about KC? Then A x square, cancel this V and V also, then A x into x, x square by 1 minus x. KC equals how much ma? A x square by 1 minus x, is it clear? So here Ax by V, Ax by V. Okay, Ax and V into V, am I right? It is V square, clearly. This is V square, and we have one more V here in the numerator, am I right? Kc is equals Ax square by 1 minus x into V. Cancel to this A and this A. Is it clear? The remaining one is A x into x, x square, cancel 1V and here we have 2V, V square it is, okay? V square means the remaining term is V here, so here 1 minus x. So Kc is equals to Ax square by 1 minus x into V. So this is the Kc expression for given equilibrium Kc expression for the given equilibrium reaction. Is it clear? The first case, the Kc expression, write Kc expression. Okay. Next come to Kp expression, Kp. So the given equation is equilibrium equation PCl3Cl2. This one is gas, this one is gas, this one is also gas. Is it clear, all of you? So now I would like to write Kp. Kp means equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure. Remember this. So now initial at time t is equals to 0 seconds. Here it is 1 mole. Okay. So the given moles are, that means concentration, initial concentration or initial moles A. Here it is 0, am I right? Degree of dissociation at equilibrium. Degree of dissociation. For 1 mole it is x. For A moles how much? For A moles degree of dissociation becomes Ax. The remaining moles at equilibrium A minus Ax. Remember this concept. For 1 mole it is x. For A moles how much? A into x is the degree of dissociation. So the remaining moles at equilibrium, total moles minus degree of dissociation. A minus Ax. Is it clear, all of you? For 1 mole degree of dissociation x. For A moles how much? A into x moles. The remaining moles at equilibrium is total moles minus degree of dissociation. A minus x. Now how many moles are converted as product here? So 1 into Ax. So 1 into Ax. Suppose here it is 2 into Ax. But here we have only 1, that why A into x only. Okay. Now at equilibrium total moles means A minus Ax plus Ax. Is it clear? Minus Ax plus Ax, finally we get A plus Ax, am I right? Take the common A here. 1 plus x, is it clear? So now total moles at equilibrium, is equals to A into 1 plus x. Is it clear, man? So for this one, what is Kp expression? Kp is equals to partial pressure of PCl3, partial pressure of Cl2, partial pressure of PCl5. Is it clear? Now we need partial pressure of these terms to calculate Kp. Am I right? Partial pressure. According to Dalton's law, partial pressure of the gas is equals its mole fraction of the gas into total pressure. This is the relation. Is it clear? Partial pressure of the gas is equals its mole fraction into total pressure. So what about mole fraction? Mole fraction of the gas is equals its moles, that means moles of X by total moles of the gaseous mixture. Simply moles by total moles. Then we get its mole fraction. Is it clear? So now here we have total moles. Now I would like to calculate number of moles for each one. Okay? And mole fraction also we need. Mole fraction means number of moles to the total number of moles. So at equilibrium we have mole fraction. So what is mole fraction? Number of moles by N total, am I right? At equilibrium, what is the moles of PCl5? A minus X. So it can also write as A into 1 minus X also, am I right? So at here, number of moles of PCl5, how much? A into 1 minus X by total moles how much? A into 1 plus X, am I right? So now cancel this one and this one. So what is the remaining term? 1 minus X by 1 plus X. Is it clear? Now mole fraction of PCl5 how much? 1 minus X by 1 plus X. Is it clear? How it is come? Total number of moles by total moles. Total moles means A into 1 plus X. Number of moles equals to A into 1 minus X. It divides with total moles A into 1 plus X. Then we get mole fraction of PCl5. And come to mole fraction of PCl3. What are the number of moles at equilibrium? AX. Now what about total moles? A into 1 plus X, am I right? And cancel this one and this one. The remaining moles X into X by 1 plus X. So now this one is mole fraction value of PCl3. And come to Cl2. So what are the number of moles at equilibrium? AX. Number of moles by total moles. How much it is? A into 1 plus X. Is it clear? Cancel this one and this one. So what about the remaining one? X by 1 plus X. So here we have mole fractions of these components. Okay? Understood or not? Mole fractions of all the components, and PT is the total pressure of the mixer. Then we can able to calculate partial pressure of each gas or not? Yes. So write first one. In that first one, partial pressure of PCl3. Partial pressure of PCl3 equals its mole fraction. Partial pressure of PCl3 equals, with respect to this equation, follow this equation. Now I would like to calculate partial pressure of PCl3. Partial pressure of PCl3 is equals its mole fraction. What is the mole fraction of PCl3 here? X by 1 plus X, am I right? X by 1 plus X is the mole fraction into P is the total pressure. PT or P. P is the total pressure here. Okay. And come to next term. Partial pressure of Cl2. What is the mole fraction of PCl2? X by 1 plus X. X by 1 plus X. Is it clear? And what about total pressure? It is clearly P. And come to third term here, partial pressure of PCl5. So what is the mole fraction of PCl5? PCl5 1 minus X by 1 plus X. So that is 1 minus X by 1 plus X into total pressure P, where PT means P, total pressure. Now keep all these values in this equation. Why? We get already these terms here. Am I right? Now keep all these three values in this expression, then we get value of Kp. So therefore Kp is equals, so what is PCl3, partial pressure of PCl3? So X by 1 plus X into P. What about partial pressure of PCl2? So it is also X by 1 plus X into P. Am I right? Divides. What about partial pressure of PCl5? That is PCl5 1 minus X by 1 plus X into P. Is it clear, all of you? Then Kp is equals, cancel this one and this one. Okay. And here X into X, how much? X square. X into X square. 1 plus X into 1 plus X here we have. That is 1 plus X into 1 plus X. So this term undergoes reciprocal. Then it is 1 plus X by 1 minus X, where P is the pressure. Is it clear? So now cancel 1 plus X and 1 plus X. Then Kp is equals finally P into X square by 1 plus X into 1 minus X equals to how much ma? A plus B into A minus B. A square minus B square. That means 1 plus X into 1 minus X means here 1 minus X square. That means Kp is equals, finally Kp is equals X square P by 1 minus X square. This is the relation between Kp and total pressure P. PT or P. Is it clear, all of you? So here degree of dissociation concept and the regarding explanation for degree of dissociation. For 1 moles, how many moles are undergoes dissociation? X moles clearly. For A moles, how much it is? Ax. So now remaining moles are at equilibrium, A minus Ax. That is the concept. So if you need to calculate Kc, then moles divides with volume. Then it's converted as concentration. In case of Kp, have to apply this concept, partial pressure. Why? Because P means partial pressure. Partial pressure concept is mole fraction into Pt. If we need to mole fraction, we need to calculate total moles of the gaseous mixture. That's why total moles of the gaseous mixture is A minus X. Combine all these moles, we get total moles A into 1 plus X. Is it clear, ma? So here mole fraction of each component, and by using this, here we calculated this one, P into P, X into P, and mole fraction of PCl3, and keep these all values in this expression, we get finally Kp equals X square into P by 1 minus X square. Is it clear, all of you? So the material which is provided to you is entirely based on these concepts. We have 200 above problems in the material, that all the problems are related to these concepts. Be carefully follow the concepts and try to write the notes. Okay, after this session at least have to follow the video class and try to make the notes. Okay, then you can easily able to do the problems in the material. Okay, we have entirely 250 bits in the chemical equilibrium in our material. So we have to answer all these questions which follow these concepts. Okay. And the next topic is very important in chemical equilibrium. Okay, very important. So that is the phenomena, and the concept is Le-Chatelier principle. Not that. Up to we have to focus. Heterogeneous equilibrium concept and calculation of Kp and Kc for given heterogeneous equilibrium. So up to we discussed about homogeneous equilibrium. Is it clear, ma? Now it is heterogeneous equilibrium. So what is meant by homogeneous equilibrium? The reactants and products are in the same physical states. Is it clear? But where the reactants and products are in different physical state or different phase. So heterogeneous chemical equilibrium. Heterogeneous chemical equilibrium means the chemical equilibrium reaction in which all the components are in the different phase. Different phase. So what are the components? Reactants and products are in the different physical states. Not in the same physical state. Remember this. Not in the same physical state. For example, decomposition of calcium carbonates, it gives rise to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This is solid and this one is solid and this one is gas. Okay, is it clear? Now solid and gas, different phase, different phase. So it is an example for heterogeneous chemical equilibrium. Am I right? So very important note here. Molar concentration per solids is unity. Remember this, very important. That means 1. Molar concentration means like this. This value becomes to 1 per solid. Okay. So just write Kc expression for this equation. Kc equals molar concentration of products. What it is? Calcium oxide. It is in solid state, and CO2 which is in gaseous state. Remember these viscous states. And what about here? Molar concentration of calcium carbonate which is in solid state. We just discussed about molar concentration for solids. How much? 1. So therefore Kc is equals, for this one it is solid. What is the value of CaO? It is 1. And molar concentration of CO2 which is in gaseous state, and for it is 1, why? Because it is also solid. So finally what is the Kc expression? Clearly molar concentration of C2 gas. For gases and liquid we consider their concentration as usual. Okay. So what about Kp? Kp, same, partial pressure of CO2. Okay. For heterogeneous equilibrium, the expression of Kc and Kp like this. So what is the major important point here? This one is very very important. Molar concentration of solids taken as unity. Very very important. We have direct questions in MCET also and JEE mains. Okay students, have a nice day. We will meet again on tomorrow with an excellent topic. So after this class, once focus the concept and try to write and observe the video classes very carefully, and need students post the marks for the last Monday exam. Okay, thank you everyone.